Champagne Charlie, Pete, and Petrichor Phoenix. 1 and 4 out. Astro and Arcake are both out. As they come up for trial 5, stand by and away. Champagne Charlie, the inside, began well with Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. So the field of 3, none of them are going hard in this early part. They're going to go out of this home straight in a pretty slow tempo run trial, and Champagne Charlie, just wanting to have a bit of a gawk around, leads from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix, who came out of the gate, wasn't hustled or bustled out, and will settle back last of all. So the field of 3 go into the back straight. Leader is Champagne Charlie from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. So the field of 3 start to move down the back straight. And the front runner, Champagne Charlie from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. They go down the back straight and heading up towards the 1600, and the leader is Champagne Charlie. It leads away from in second spot Pete, and third was Petrichor Phoenix. They head to the up to the 1450 metre marker, and Champagne Charlie leads the way from Pete, and in third spot was Petrichor Phoenix. Field of 3, lead time was 52.5, and they move up towards the top of the home straight with 1250 to go. And the leader is Champagne Charlie from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. They come into the home straight. Leader and going nicely is Champagne Charlie from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. Into the home straight, they'll come down to the winning post. 33.6 was the first quarter, and Champagne Charlie held together from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. Past the winning post, 33.6 the first quarter. Lead time was 52.5, so it's a very slowly run trial. And Champagne Charlie leading Pete, and Petrichor Phoenix is third and last. They head up towards the 800 and doing it comfortably. Champagne Charlie should have plenty in reserve from Pete, who trots nicely second, and 6 metres away third was Petrichor Phoenix. 34.1 second quarter, so 67.7 and a half. It's a very slowly run trial, and they move down the back straight with 600 metres to go. And Champagne Charlie leading the way from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. 500 out, and Champagne Charlie leads from Pete and Petrichor Phoenix. Up to the 400, or just over the 400 metres, and Champagne Charlie, 34.1 that second quarter, so it was 67.7 and a half. 31.8 down the back, so it should be just a dash up the straight, but you're going to run into a pretty strong headwind, and Champagne Charlie straightens 2 metres. Now Pete comes to the outside, and then Petrichor Phoenix. In the home straight, Champagne Charlie held together. Pete on the outside, he's a good, big, strong moving type. He tries to move alongside Champagne Charlie, who keeps fighting on though. Champagne Charlie and Pete. I think Pete might have got there. I'm not sure. It's a pretty close one, but he's got the size on his in his favour, and Pete might have had his nose down on the line from Champagne Charlie, and then Petrichor Phoenix. 29.9 final quarter. Very slow mile rate of 210.7. So 52.5 lead time, 33.6, 34.1, 31.8, and 29.9, and 3 Pete has got there. Number 3, Pete, has saluted from 2, Champagne Charlie, 1, Petrichor Phoenix. Race time was 3:02, a mile rate of 2:10.7, last mile in 2:94, last half in 61.7, a half head by 18, 3:02 the race time, 2:10.7 the mile rate, 2:94. Last mile, 61.7 last half, a half head by 18, 3, 2 and 5 are the numbers, 3, 2 and 5. Pete first, Champagne Charlie second, Petrichor Phoenix is third. 3, 2, 5 are the numbers, 3:02, 2:10.7 the mile rate, 2:09.4 last mile, last half in 61.7, a half head by 18 on trial 5.